Electric cars are having a moment.
The demand for electric vehicles is booming worldwide.
Toyota's named Koji Sato as its new president.
Seeing the Lexus president to become the new CEO.
Could Japan's economic backbone be at risk due to the shift to electric vehicles? Toyota's recent claim that EV adoption could cost millions of Japanese jobs has ignited intense debate, raising concerns about the future of the nation's workforce and the broader impact on Japan's economic stability. The statements from Toyota's chairman highlight deep concerns within Japan about the rapid transition to electric vehicles. Toyota's emphasized that this shift could put millions of jobs at risk in Japan, a country where the automotive sector isn't just a business but a major pillar of the economy. The automotive industry employs approximately 5.5 million people in Japan directly, while supporting an additional 55 million jobs through various related activities. With these numbers in mind, the potential impact on jobs becomes clearer. If Japanese automakers, including Toyota, fail to adapt swiftly to a world increasingly leaning towards EVs, the economic fallout could be severe. The chairman's words bring into focus the question of how Japan, known for its prowess in automotive manufacturing, can navigate this new era. Why Toyota foresees job losses with the EV transition. Toyota's chairman highlights the stark difference in production requirements between traditional internal combustion engine vehicles and electric vehicles. While ICE vehicles need complex engines with numerous parts, EVs rely mainly on simpler electric motors and batteries, reducing the need for specialized components and labor. This shift could threaten thousands of Japanese jobs tied to ICE manufacturing, particularly those in engine production and maintenance. With so many companies and skilled workers dependent on traditional vehicle parts, Toyota's caution reflects its concern that a swift EV transition could destabilize not just its workforce, but Japan's broader economy. What's the impact on Japan's automotive workforce? Japan's automotive industry is vast, employing millions directly and indirectly, with Toyota alone employing hundreds of thousands. The scale of potential job losses is daunting. Job roles most vulnerable to these changes include those in the supply chain for ICE components. Parts manufacturers who supply everything from fuel injectors to transmission gears may face a steep decline in demand as EVs gain traction. These suppliers, often small to medium-sized enterprises deeply rooted in Japan's regional economies, could struggle to adapt. The effects could cascade outwards, impacting regional economies and reducing household income for thousands of families. The secondary impact on related industries cannot be understated. Sectors such as logistics, maintenance, and repair services that support traditional vehicle production would also face disruptions. This ripple effect could reduce consumer spending and affect overall economic stability in areas heavily dependent on automotive manufacturing, especially those far from Japan's urban centers. The worry is that without enough time to adapt, these regions could see a rapid decline, transforming once thriving industrial hubs into areas grappling with high unemployment. Toyota's cautious stance on fully embracing EVs isn't new. The company's long championed hybrids and hydrogen fuel cell technology, positioning itself as a leader in alternative but not fully electric vehicles. Since introducing the Prius in the late 1990s, Toyota's viewed hybrid technology as a practical middle ground that combines the benefits of electric motors with the reliability of combustion engines. Toyota executives have consistently argued that hybrid and hydrogen technologies offer a more balanced approach to reducing emissions, particularly in Japan, where the energy grid relies on non-renewable sources such as fossil fuels and nuclear energy. Historically, Toyota's executives have expressed doubts about the feasibility of an all-electric future. They cite challenges including battery production, charging infrastructure, and material shortages. Who are the key advocates for a gradual EV transition? In Japan, Toyota is not alone in advocating for a cautious approach. Other major automotive companies such as Nissan and Honda are also watching the EV landscape carefully. But their stances vary. The Japanese government is also showing caution, preferring to support a gradual shift rather than an abrupt transition. Industry groups and labor unions back this approach, arguing that a slower transition would protect jobs and allow time for companies and workers to adapt. Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry has been vocal about balancing environmental goals and economic stability. Unlike in Europe, where strict EV mandates are pushing automakers towards rapid electrification, Japan's policies tend to favor a phased approach that allows for technological diversity. If Toyota's predictions about job losses materialize, the impact on Japan's economy could be far-reaching. Japan's gross domestic product, GDP, household incomes and consumer spending could all suffer. The automotive industry accounts for about 20% of Japan's GDP, underscoring its vital role in the national economy. Significant job losses would not only reduce household incomes, but could also lead to lower consumer spending, which in turn could slow Japan's economic growth. So, what are the solutions and alternatives for Toyota? To counter the potential fallout from a rapid EV shift, Toyota and other automakers are exploring various solutions. One option is retraining programs that would allow workers to acquire skills suited to EV manufacturing, including battery production and electric motor assembly. These programs could enable a smoother transition for workers whose skills are currently focused on ICE manufacturing. However, retraining on a national scale requires substantial investment and government support. Toyota is also investing heavily in hydrogen fuel cell technology, viewing it as a viable alternative to EVs. Hydrogen-powered vehicles produce zero emissions and can be refueled quickly, similar to gasoline vehicles, making them appealing for long-distance and commercial transportation. While hydrogen technology is yet to achieve the same level of market acceptance as EVs, Toyota believes that it could play a significant role in the future of sustainable transportation. Shifting to hydrogen technology could also allow Toyota to maintain a portion of its traditional supply chain, preserving jobs in certain areas of the industry. What cultural and economic factors influence Japan's approach? Japan's cultural and economic landscape also plays a significant role in its approach to EVs. The automotive industry has long been a source of national pride, representing the pinnacle of Japanese engineering and manufacturing expertise. Toyota and other Japanese automakers have built a reputation for quality, reliability, and efficiency that's helped Japan become a global automotive powerhouse. This legacy creates a natural resistance to abandoning traditional manufacturing methods in favor of a technology that's still evolving. Moreover, Japan's emphasis on Kaizen, the concept of continuous improvement, shapes Toyota's approach. Toyota's always favored incremental improvements over radical shifts, which is why it's invested heavily in hybrid technology as a bridge between combustion engines and electric motors. This gradualism is embedded in the company's culture and aligns with Japan's broader economic philosophy of cautious innovation. However, as the world moves faster towards EVs, Toyota's cautious stance could eventually become a hindrance rather than a hallmark of quality. Toyota's president warns that a rapid shift to electric vehicles could threaten Japan's economy, which heavily depends on the automotive sector. Toyota's multi-pathway approach, incorporating hybrids, hydrogen, and EVs, aims for a gradual transition. However, the strategy may leave both Toyota and Japan vulnerable to global competitors moving decisively towards EVs. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay informed on the latest trends and insights in the automotive world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more in-depth videos like this one. Share your thoughts on Toyota's approach in the comments. Should Japan go all in on EVs, or is Toyota's cautious stance the right path? Let's discuss.